up? So this video is going to be about how all you have to do is focus. Literally all you have to do. You don't have to be in some certain vibration. You don't have to feel a certain way. You could feel awful and still get what you want. You could not believe in the slightest that you're going to get what you want and still get what you want. Like, it does not matter how you feel. It matters what you're focusing on. That's all that really matters, is what you're focusing on. How you feel, whether you believe it, these are things that people tell themselves are barriers to get what they want, but that's all it is. You are the only person who can stop you from getting what you want. You're the only one. You're the only one who can stop you. By telling yourself that this, and this will stop you, that's what stops it. By telling yourself you can't have what you want, that lack of belief is going to stop you, that the fact that you can't manifest people is going to stop you. Like, they're all limits. There is literally no limit. You are just limiting yourself when you tell yourself blah, blah, blah is in the way. It's even like stopping your manifestation and limiting yourself to say, I need to go through this process in order to manifest it. Technically, you are putting that limit on yourself, because all you have to do is focus on what you want. And we tell ourselves all these little things like, I have to wait this much time for it to make sense. Well, manifesting doesn't really work with logic. It just kind of happens. And if you ever manifested something huge that just didn't make sense, like, you won't know that. I have a few times, but like I've said before, I'm no professional life coach or anything. I'm just someone who's learning this all on my own. But things will come and it'll seem crazy. And it doesn't matter how crazy it is when it comes, you will find a way to kind of explain it away. Like, oh, that could have happened anyways. So there are those people who will try to manifest something crazy or something that seems out of the box to them. And then they'll say, oh, if I can manifest that, I'll believe I can manifest anything. Trust me, done that, you'll manifest it and it will still seem like, oh, that could have happened anyways. Like, you can make excuses for anything that happens. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. You will somehow, your rational mind will make some kind of reasonable explanation for how that came about, besides manifesting. It doesn't matter how great of a manifester you are. It doesn't matter how much you've manifested in your life. Somehow your mind just kind of rationalizes how that came. And also, most of the time, it'll come in a way that kind of feels natural anyways. But there are times where it comes and it's just like, that is insane. But your mind will rationalize it still. I feel like that got really off topic, but also it just is totally relevant at the same time. Like, that's very important to think about. Like, you may think that your thing is so out of the box that it couldn't possibly come, and that if you got it, boom, I'll be able to manifest anything because I'll believe. Well, you will have more belief, but you're always going to have faith with manifesting, because your mind is going to rationalize it no matter what. But yeah, crazy things will come and it'll just seem wow. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, you don't need to believe that you're going to manifest, that you are going to be able to do it. You don't need to believe it at all. You don't have to have a little trace of belief. All you have to do is focus on what you want. Belief may be a thing that stops people from manifesting, right? Like, you may, if you're anything like me, I've been trying to manifest something in the past that I just don't believe is going to happen. And it kind of takes away the motivation to keep affirming for it, because it feels like I'm wasting my time with it. People can probably relate to that if they're manifesting something that's very like ambitious for them. Technically, nothing is any harder to manifest than any other thing, but in our minds, it really is. And I mean, that makes total sense. But is anybody else done that? Like, where they're trying to manifest something and it's just like, I can't even motivate myself to do this because it seems so hard to do. Like, it just seems like I'm just wasting my time, you know? Like, why waste my time with this? But you could either try it and fail, or not try at all and not get it. So like, you have a chance of possibly getting it if you keep doing it. That's how I try to think about it. But I mean, I put myself off for months from getting manifestations because I was like, I don't believe it. I feel like I'm wasting my time here. And then when I finally, bam, got on it and did it, it happened in like a week or like 2 weeks. And you have to focus. It doesn't matter if you believe it, because what'll happen is if you keep affirming and attending and like focusing on what you want, however you focus, it will start to feel more natural to you. It will. It really will, because that's what you're kind of doing. If you ever listen to Sammy Ingram's videos, she talks about that a lot, how what you're doing when you're affirming is you're making it feel more natural to you. And so that when it comes, it just feels more natural. Like you're just not like, woo! I mean, some things, like I said, will come and it'll be like, that's crazy. But it won't be as out of the box as you think it will. Like it'll come in a way that's like kind of makes sense. But I don't know everything, so maybe it won't. Maybe it will come in a crazy out of the box way. So on to the vibration thing. You can literally feel so bad and get a manifestation. Like you do not have to feel good. And it's easy to convince yourself, like if you are in a bad place and a manifestation comes, you might be like, oh, well, that's like delayed. Things can or are going to be delayed often, but that the feeling, like how you're feeling, it doesn't have anything to do with that. Your vibration really doesn't have anything to do with that. You don't have to let anything go. You don't have to be in the right vibration. You just have to focus. So I know a lot of people think like, oh, I'll manifest something simple. I don't know, it's just like $5 on the ground. I'll manifest that easily because I let it go. And that makes sense. And so that's why a lot of people are like, oh, I'm able to manifest that, but I'm not able to manifest $500 or $5,000 or whatever, because I can't let go of that, but I can let go of the $5, and that's why it's easier to manifest, and because I was able to let it go. No, that is not why you're able to manifest $5 easier than you're able to manifest more money. It's because you have less resistance to it. You're not like as resistant to it, so you're able to focus on it more without having those resistant thoughts come up. Whereas you're trying to manifest $500, you're gonna have all these like thoughts that are against it pop up because it's not as believable to you. It's not about letting it go, it's about your mind being able to take it in. And just because it's not believable doesn't mean you can't focus. It's just your mind is going to fight you trying to focus it. And that's really the struggle, is when your mind is trying to fight you focusing on what you want. And that's why you just got to keep going, and you get to a point where your mind doesn't really fight it anymore. Because our minds tend to fight things that are new and try to rationalize things and say like, well, this is what I'm used to. So like this thing, I don't know it, so I'm going to reject it. That's what our minds tend to do. But if you keep going in this new pattern of thinking it, and focusing on what you want, it'll become more natural to your brain and you won't fight it as much. So you don't need to be in a special vibration. You don't need to believe it. You don't need to let it go. You just focus. That's all you do, is you focus on what you want. Just focus and keep doing it no matter what your mind throws at you, no matter what your mind does. Nothing, literally nothing can stop you from getting what you want but you. I think that's going to be the title of this video. I was going to make it about focusing, but like literally nothing can stop you but you. And that's so true. So that's a fitting title. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Don't let your mind tell you you can't have what you want, because you can have what you want. Don't let your mind tell you, oh, here's another thing before I end the video. My mind will tell me, like I'll be on something for a few days and my mind will tell me either, oh, it can't come because it's taking too long, or oh, I'm doing this wrong, it's not going to come. So I lose motivation to keep going because I'm like, I'm not doing it right. Well, I'm just wasting my time. Might as well stop. Don't do it. Don't stop. Keep going. Don't let your mind will do so many things to try to stop you because it's new and you're not used to it, and it just rejects things that are new. Don't stop no matter what. That's the biggest thing in manifesting. Just keep going. Keep focusing on what you want, and you will get it. It will come, and it can come super fast. My next video is going to be about how you don't have to wait months. You don't have to wait years. You don't have to wait forever to get what you want. You will see results of your manifestation unfolding way faster than that if you really cut down on it or really get down to it and focus. Okay? You don't have to wait. So that's what my next video is going to be about. You don't have to wait. It can come within a couple weeks. You'll start seeing results if you really focus and make sure that you're not letting those other thoughts in. Focus. Don't let your mind win. All right, that's all this video is today. Do you guys come in just for the ending of this video? Hi, babies. All right, I have a video coming on Friday because I upload Mondays and Fridays. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you have any ideas of videos that you want me to do in the future, put them in the comments because I am listening. And subscribe if you like my videos. Thank you.